The new rendering plant at Lorneville, owned by the Alliance Group, produces high-quality meat meal. It's used by pet food and farm animal feed manufacturers. Tallow is also extracted for a range of applications, from biofuels to cosmetics. Please note that some images in this item may be challenging for some viewers.
Behind me is a lamb slaughter facility for Alliance Group Lorneville plant, made up of 4 chains, operated on 2 shifts. On a 24-hour basis, it's capable of doing in excess of 28,000 lambs per day. There's certain unsaleable items that we need to deal with that are classified as waste, and they're delivered to the current rendering facility to add value to the bottom line for the shareholders. From the slaughter floor, there's heads and hocks from the animals. There's certain portions of the gut material. There will be trimmings, and then it flows on to the FP area. FP is further processing, and there's trimmings from that as well. They all make up the raw material component that's supplied to the rendering facility. We have further processing that gets down to consumer-ready packs that we on-sell to the likes of UK customers, Tesco's, Marks and Spencer's, etc. If we look at the average weight of a lamb dressed, about 17 kgs, live weight you could typically double that, so we'll say 40 kgs for round numbers. Around about 10 kgs of that is what we classify as waste products that is delivered to the rendering facility. This is the operational area or office for the new rendering facility at the Lorneville plant. Behind me is the 2 wet process lines, and we typically split them up into ovine and bovine. And then on the other side is the meal processing, or the dry process side. So what happens is the raw material comes across in a closed pipe that's pumped, runs continuously through this process, controlled by parameters that are set through the HMI, or the control system that the operator has in place, to maximise the efficiency of this facility to meet some criteria, and that specification criteria with regards to markets for products as well. The driving reason in behind building this new facility is it comes out of, I suppose, evolves from a process review that we done about 5 or 6 years ago. We were looking at our rendering facilities and looking at opportunities. There's 2 or 3 parts of it. Efficiencies, number 1. Because it's continuous, it uses lower temperatures than the old historical facilities that we had in place. That means that we can use less fuel to heat, use less electricity because of the size of the equipment is smaller. The manning input is less, considerably less. Because it's continuous, we can capture the odours from the process as well and deal with those. And it certainly gives us better quality and more consistent product at the output as well. This new plant saved, across the 3 sites that we previously done rendering on, in excess of 9,000 tonnes of lignite, more than 1.5 million kilowatts. This is per annum. There's 35 less people that were put in other parts of the business that are required to run the business as well. We pick up more than 800 tonnes of additional product that used to go to waste from the process, or our old processes. We put that through an evaporator, and we make that a saleable meal. Heat recovery is also adds to that 9,000 tonne lignite as well. So it's considerable, really.
This here is our ovine meal, which comes out as a fine and coarse product. We're producing anywhere between 5,000 and 6,000 tonnes of that product every year as a result of this process. This goes into North America, Europe, and it's turned into all sorts of dry pet foods, mainly kibbles and biscuits. The product will go into any range of products, from the generic to the super premium, depending on what the specification is. What we're seeing is there's an evolution within the pet food market of people starting to humanise their pets, and that then means that they're looking at sort of that higher level of why they're buying the food. The fact that we've got such a good carbon footprint here now, as well as the fact that this product has a reputation, particularly the ovine meal, of having hypoallergenic and health benefits, is meaning that it's more and more inclined to be included in the dry foods. Bovine stuff, what we're finding with that is that's obviously a stock feed ingredient. It's going into a range of different products. What we're seeing is a growing demand in the aquaculture. So with the fact that our product is so consistent now and we're getting a higher specification, we're now able to move into aqua feeds with our mixed meal program due to the amino profiles and the specifications we can produce. In the bucket here, we have tallow. This product is used in the production of oleochemicals, which is a range of things from biodiesel all the way through to cosmetics. Presently, we're sending that up on a regular basis into different Asian destinations. This product here, with the new plant, as a result, we're able to meet the specification that the end user needs on arrival. Ultimately, we've got a fat now that starts at a level that means as it goes through the process of going off, becoming more rancid, we're starting at a lower base. So at the end of the day, when it arrives in market, it's at a level that our users can use it at.
This program was made with funding from New Zealand On Air.